Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel, and welcome to Transformation Life. This is where we share stories of courage, self discovery, and living your truth. Today, we're honored to feature two incredible guests, Daniel and Stephanie Crossdresky, who are here to share their journeys as crossdressers, how they've faced stigma, embraced their authentic selves, and found strength along the way. Let's dive into their stories. I grew up and now reside in a tiny Midwest town, so cross-dressing is not accepted, particularly for a well-known member of the community. My interest in nylons and dresses began in 6th grade. I had a great crush on one of my friends, a redhead girl in my class. I was sitting in front of her in choir, waiting for the Christmas performance to begin. I turned around to speak to her, and she was dressed in a dress and pantyhose, as were all the females back then. Her legs seemed silky and velvety. I squeezed her leg and tugged her pantyhose, which made her laugh. I slid my hand down her leg, and it felt so silky and smooth. She giggled once more. We never really got together. That summer, I came home and discovered laundry on my parents' bed, ready to be put away. There was a pair of pantyhose present. There was nobody in the home at the moment, so I scooped them up. They were quite soft and smooth. I put them back, terrified. A few days later, I discovered them in a drawer beside many others. I put a pair on. OMG, I was hooked. I'd slip in while nobody was looking and put them on. I wore them beneath my pants once when we went to a family event. I was terrified and thrilled all day. That continued for years until high school, when I made a female friend who loved to wear lingerie and stockings. I felt like I was on cloud nine. We used to go shopping for lingerie for her, which was amazing. We dated for many years throughout college. I didn't dress up for all of those years. Her nylons were on the sofa early one morning after spending the night with me. I couldn't help myself and put one leg on. It felt amazing. She stepped out and caught me. I told her I simply wanted to know how it felt. It was no huge issue, and nothing more was said. We finally ended our relationship. I continued to purchase lingerie in the same stores as we did so that the shop clerks wouldn't think it was weird. Fast forward several years, and due to the internet, I now have an extensive collection of lingerie, heels, and gowns. I discover another girlfriend who likes wearing lingerie. I'm not sure how or why, but I told her I loved to wear stockings and lingerie, and she was okay with it. She even wanted to see. It was the scariest moment of my life. She seemed to enjoy it. We'd sometimes have sex while wearing lingerie. It was fantastic. The best girlfriend ever. Unfortunately, we didn't remain together. Move ahead many years. My second wife and I married, and she initially enjoyed wearing lingerie. I am back in paradise. She no longer wears it after 4 years and many children. The yearning was so great that I began wearing again. One day, she discovers a garter, stockings, and heels that are not hers. She accuses me of cheating on her in our residence. I don't falter. I grudgingly informed her it was all mine, and I had been doing it since 6th grade. She was outraged. She instructed me not to discuss it or do it around her. I was heartbroken and worried she'd leave me. We are a mixed family of 5 children and have been married for 25 years. I'm 54 years old and still secretly wear stockings underneath my clothing whenever possible. I really want to go out in public dressed up. Submitted by Daniel. I have 5 sisters, and I've always wanted to dress like them. One of them had a Western woman's costume, and as a little boy, I dressed in that clothing for Halloween. As I grew older, my bedroom relocated to the third story of our home, where my mother kept all of her clothing from the 1940s and 1950s. As a young adolescent, I began wearing my mother's clothing, which were in storage. I would put them on at night after everyone had gone to bed. There were old-fashioned girdles with garter straps, long-line bras, and a variety of costumes. Wearing them made me feel quite feminine. In college, I did not have the option to dress like a woman. When I got married, I used to dress in my wife's clothing in the closed bathroom, with water balloons in the bra. These sessions were brief since I could only do it when she was sleeping. After my first wife died, I was able to obtain my own apartment. During that time, I indulged my feminine side by purchasing a few dresses to wear in the apartment when I returned home from work. This lasted for 1 year. I never had the nerve to leave the home, so all of my activities were limited to sitting about. Later, I met a lovely lady, and we fell in love. We purchased a home together and started our married life. After a time, I confessed to her my desire to cross-dress. She was incredibly encouraging and helped me dress myself like Stephanie. We had many picture shoots around the home. We even went to a concert one day. We are looking forward to continue my dress as Stephanie and will definitely go out again. Submitted by Stephanie Crossdresky. If you're watching this and struggling to accept yourself, know that you're not alone. Daniel and Stephanie Crossdresky's story proves that you can overcome stigma and live your truth. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you have a story you'd like to tell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join the Transformation Life community.